Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday the 13th, October 2017, and the weather is also going to be a little bit scary over the weekend. We got a pretty good weekend storm coming up. We could see some severe thunderstorms, although I think that opportunity is fairly minimal, but I think some strong to severe thunderstorms could certainly be possible. That would be most likely over southeast lower Michigan. And I think areas to the northwest could see 1 to 2 or more inches of rainfall. Some isolated amounts could see even up to 4 inches of rain. Again, this could be a pretty significant rainmaker. My forecast is going to be for about 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 of an inch of precipitation for much of the area, and that'll be especially for the center part of the state. And again, lesser to the southeast, more to the northwest. And again, this morning you see temperatures pretty mild out there, mid 50s. Just a few degrees below what our normal high should be for the day. And if we look at precipitation overnight, confined mainly to the eastern areas, we've seen a little bit of mist here yesterday for a brief period of time, and we're seeing some mist, drizzle, and even a couple of light showers. That's brought some measurable precipitation again to eastern Michigan and over into southwest Ontario, and we suspect that'll be the case today. Can't rule out a scattered shower here and there. If we look at temperatures across the state, you can see fairly warm across much of the state, uniform temperatures with all the cloud cover, with 59 degrees being the warmest temperature, and the coolest reading I've seen was 52 degrees. So again, a very consistent temperature pattern across the state of Michigan. You can see on the lower level wind fields, our storm getting itself together. It's going to really intensify as it gets past Michigan or near Michigan. And again, if it were to intensify a little quicker, then I think we'd see a higher severe weather threat. But again, I think the best bet is that this will be increasing in its strength as it goes through the area here into northern Wisconsin and possibly into northern lower Michigan. And again, with the southerly flow, that's going to bring up quite a bit of moisture from the Gulf. And again, plenty of rain will break out, especially late tonight when rain and thunderstorms will be possible. We could see showers move into the area by this evening. And again, my forecast is for 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 inch. That's over the 13 station average here for the day on for tonight, tomorrow, and on Sunday. And again, some areas are going to see a whole lot more than that, and some areas may see quite a bit less. If we look at the radar this morning, you can see some of the precipitation breaking out near the low pressure system and cold front. And again, as that cold front moves southeast towards the area, pretty good low pressure system is going to develop and move up that front. And again, over the next 4 or 5 hours, I expect plenty of precipitation to break out in Iowa and Missouri, parts of Kansas, Louisiana, and southern Illinois, and that's all going to then move into the state of Michigan here for later on tonight. And then as that front approaches for tomorrow, we could see some strong storms, especially later in the afternoon into the evening and nighttime hours. If we look at the weather map for this morning, you can see that front still plenty of ways off to the west. Low pressure system moving up it, and again, that's going to spread rain into the area by tonight. And as we look at the weather map by tomorrow, some of that rain could become heavy as the main system itself now across the Rockies will again be moving along that front into lower Michigan. Again, near that front and just to the north of the front is where we expect a lot of heavy overrunning precipitation. And again, the best chance of severe weather looks like it'll stay south of Michigan, but I would not be surprised. I totally expect to see some, at least individual counties, go under severe thunderstorm warnings at some point before this storm is done, probably again later tomorrow into tomorrow night. And then the cold front will rush through on Sunday, and that's going to bring quite a bit colder air with temperatures only in the 50s by Sunday afternoon. And certainly for Monday, temperatures will struggle to get to 60. But don't worry, overall, the long-term pattern is going to be quite warm. As we look at the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlooks, you can see much of the eastern U.S. is going to continue to be above normal as far as temperatures. And again, we'll trend again back towards near to above normal as far as precipitation. And as we get out to about day 12, 13, or 14, there are some indications we could turn actually quite cold and go below normal. And we'll keep an eye on that here over the next several days. Again, you've seen the extended outlook calling for warmer than normal conditions. And I do believe that's the case right on through day 10 or day 11. It's after that that I think we may see some significant changes. And we could then go into a pattern where we see a lot of highs in the 50s and 40s with lows in the 30s and 20s. And that would be around the 25th, 26th, 27th of October. If we look at the severe weather threat, this is the day 2 outlook. Really, the severe weather has not really moved much to the northeast like I thought it might. the overall general thunderstorm activity has shifted even farther to the north, encompassing most of the lower peninsula now. And again, I do expect that we'll at least see a marginal risk maybe issued for the next severe weather outlook tomorrow morning. And that'd be for southeast lower Michigan, but we'll wait and see what happens. As far as precipitation here, this is over the next 7 days, but really this will be over the next about 72 to 84 hours. Most of the precipitation will be done by later Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. Most of it will fall during the day on Saturday night into early Sunday. And you can see there's quite a range in the amounts from anywhere from a tenth or a quarter of an inch in the southeast part of the state all the way up to 2+ inches up towards Newaygo. And again, so any shift in that storm track will certainly could move the heavier rains further to the south or move them farther northwest and bring a little higher threat for severe storms. Again, we'll continue to monitor that through the day. And as far as the forecast goes, you can see upper 60s to low 70s, pretty comfortable today. Tomorrow will be really it'll be quite a range. I think we could see temperatures only in the low to mid 60s near Newaygo, where there's going to be more rain and thunderstorms, and temperatures could get well into the mid 70s once you get down towards Blissfield, Jasper, and much of southeast lower Michigan. So again, it'll be about a 15-degree temperature range from where we see a little bit more in the way of sunshine and less rainfall initially. And again, here's my forecast for amounts of 3/4 of an inch to 1 1/4 inch when you average all 13 stations. Locally over 2 inches, and there could be some isolated amounts, again, approaching up to 4 inches. And you can see those thunderstorms and rain continue into Sunday morning at least, with few scattered showers Sunday afternoon. It'll be cooler with temperatures dropping into the 50s to around 60 on Monday, and then we'll begin a slow moderating trend once we get into next week with high temperatures under lots of sunshine on Tuesday, getting back into the low to mid 60s. As far as weather watch, nothing out there this morning, but that may change later on today or tomorrow. But again, the heavy rain threat will be north of the line from around Bay City or Saginaw down towards South Haven, places like that. From there to the northwest, heavier rains. And then if we're going to see severe storms, the best chance will be across southeast lower Michigan into far southwest Ontario. And again, we'll continue to monitor that throughout the day and into tomorrow morning. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.